far-left mainstream media are constantly telling us that Americans hate President Trump and his wife Melania. Whenever one or two people boo them at a public appearance, the media immediately wets themselves and gleefully covers it. However, when the President and First Lady walked into the national championship game on Monday night, the crowd's reaction was very different. You see, this wasn't New York or DC, this was Louisiana, so they were cheered wildly by real red-blooded Americans. The biggest news coming out of the game, of course, is that the LSU Tigers beat the Clemson Tigers. The biggest difference between the two teams? Joe Burrow. LSU had him, Clemson did not. The result was a historic 42-25 victory for LSU. The second biggest story, however, is the crowd's reaction to the appearance of Donald and Melania Trump. Now, unlike what the socialist Democrat minions and the media would have you believe, the two received a very lengthy and warm welcome indeed.
TC units from Louisiana State University and Clemson University, joined by the President of the United States and the First Lady.
I'll try and leave a longer clip at the end of the video, where you'll distinctly hear the chant of 4 more years and USA. In stereotypical fashion, unfortunately, so-called liberals on Twitter couldn't appreciate this video at all. When Yahoo News posted the same footage, they went absolutely wild, not in a good way. Well, you precious little snowflakes, do I have bad news for you. This is what the real America looks like. The more you deny it, the more you insult these patriots, the more of a downright ass-whooping Trump's re-election is going to become. As if that wasn't enough to keep most blue checkmark leftists up all night, tossing and turning, suffering from another flare-up of their TDS syndrome. He also had a guest in his box, actor Vince Vaughn, who apparently was able to talk with the president comfortably, without any bitterness, and even shook his hand. What a horror. That caused, of course, a general meltdown from some on the left, who couldn't believe it and naturally canceled Vaughn for having the temerity to be a civil human being with the president. Vaughn has expressed some conservative ideas in the past when it comes to such things as guns and taxes. Something tells me he'll get over this and recover just fine. It's sad that all it takes is one reporter with a resume including the Daily Beast and Deadspin to break the news to a bunch of leftist losers who are addicted to social media. All he did was smile, have what looked like a little pleasant conversation with the president and Melania, and shook Trump's hand, waved goodbye to others, and left. In other words, he behaved as a regular adult in a social setting. But no, it was like the time Ellen DeGeneres sat next to and spoke with George W. Bush at a Cowboys game. Nonetheless, it was refreshing for a few minutes. It was as if we were transported back in time when a president and first lady were acknowledged as they should be, with applause and cheers. It was almost as if some instinct kicked in, and Americans for a few minutes forgot about left and right, and just enjoyed being Americans again. And on that note, I'm going to call it a day. If you liked it, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment down below. There's a PayPal link in the description box, so please put $1 in the bucket. On the way out the door, I'd like to thank everybody for all your donations. They're much needed and much appreciated. Now with all that being said, we'll see you next time.
Come on, move! Move! Easy, easy.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome multi-platinum, two-time Grammy Award-winning artist, Louisiana's own